What is going on, guys? Will Makes Random Videos back to another video, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Razer Basilisk X Hyperspeed, which I have owned for 2 years, as I am broke and cannot afford the Logitech G502 X Lightspeed that has just come out. So, starting it off with the specs of this mouse, we have an 83 gram mouse without the battery, and an 109 gram on my scale with battery. That said battery is a AA battery, which you can get up to 285 hours with, and that is on a lithium battery. Just so you know, this is what Razer does all their testing with, is lithium batteries, as they last a good bit longer than alkaline batteries, though I've not had any problems personally with an alkaline battery. And on Bluetooth mode, you get around 450, give or take. Now, the actual sensor of this mouse is Razer's 5G advanced optical sensor, which goes up to 1600K DPI. Now, the switches inside of this mouse are Razer's mechanical switches, and I believe this is the only mouse on the Basilisk line that has their mechanical switches in it, which is a little confusing, as there's cheaper versions of this mouse, I'm pretty sure, but they're wired. Anyway, here's a sound test. Okay, so now on to the actual physical features of this mouse. We have an ergonomic shape, which is very nice to hold in the hand, with the always included on gaming mice, the two side buttons that actually are somewhat useful, to be honest. And this mouse does have a well-sized scroll wheel, along with a DPI switch on top of the mouse. Now, moving on to the bottom of the mouse, we have a switch for swapping from 2.4 GHz and Bluetooth. And running around the edge of the bottom of this mouse, we have the standard mouse feet from Razer, which feel very smooth on my discontinued $10 mouse pad, which I'm very sad that they discontinued it, because it's one of the best mouse pads I've ever gotten. It's a 35-inch by 17.6, I believe, mouse pad, and it is absolutely great to game on. Why did I go into an accent? Now, the sides of the mouse, where your thumb and your ring and your pinky finger, and possibly even your middle finger sometimes, like if you are weird, would be, you have a rubberized side grip, which feels great in the hand. Alright, so in order to access the battery on this mouse, because I'm sure you're probably wondering where the battery is after I just showed you the bottom, as it's completely covered by a sticker on the bottom. In order to do that, you would simply take, and you're going to put your thumb under the back of the mouse, and your pointer finger towards the top on this back little panel, and then you're just going to lift up with your thumb, and it's going to pop out, and it's all magnetically held in, and you will find your AA battery, along with where your mouse dongle can be stored. It's quite helpful for traveling, of course, to have a place to actually store your mouse dongle. Don't understand why they didn't do that on the Viper V2 Pro. Alright, now on to what I've noticed after using this mouse for nearly 2 years now, as I got this mouse when I first got my computer, which was in 2020, I believe. One thing that I have noticed, and it was actually, you probably might have heard it whenever I was shaking the mouse around earlier, is my right click, the paddle on it, it wobbles around, which I don't understand why. This mouse has taken a bit of beatings to the table. That's something I've stopped doing recently, as I've stopped raging and stuff, because it's bad for your gaming equipment and your peripherals and your controllers, anything. At the distance from my computer to my desk where my mouse sits, which is about, I'd say about 3.5 to 4.5 feet, it does sort of lose connection, but I'm also thinking that's because my keyboard, my USB hub, and a bunch of interference that has to do with other technology items being on the desk. It also could just be that my case, the reviews date all the way back to 2011, and so the USB ports just could be a little faulty. But other than that, I have not noticed any connection issues, and I can reach all the way back to my bed where I can watch YouTube videos and not have to use the touchpad that's on my wireless keyboard that I use for doing that. This thing. Yeah. Now, the side buttons on this mouse, you may have noticed some people complain about Razer mice and their lasting longness. I haven't had any problems with the side buttons being smushy or anything. I haven't had any problems with that on my Viper Mini either. Alright, but anyway, yeah, the side buttons on this mouse are still nice and springy after 2 years of use, and I do have them actually binded to stuff in games like Rocket League. The forward one is my drift, back one's ball cam, toggle, whatever. Yeah, so I haven't had a problem with anything as far as the buttons on this mouse. Though around the DPI button, you can see it a lot in the B-roll probably, but dust and skin cells and everything, they all collect right in there, and it's I probably need to get a brush to like take and clear that out. Another thing that I have found after 2 years of use is that a fingertip grip works quite well with this mouse. I would highly recommend picking this up, especially if you don't have a mouse from an already mainstream brand like Logitech, Corsair. Even Corsair, if you have a mouse from there, you should probably buy it. Anyway, I know there's a lot more out there. Like HyperX, they make some fairly good mice too. But yeah, be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you're new, and good bye! For anybody who's been waiting on me to upload a video, I had to take a little break because school's starting and I haven't gotten a chance to really get back in the grind of things, but yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I don't have a video filmed for this week yet, but I'll try and do weekly uploads. But yeah, anyway, thanks for staying subscribed to the channel if you did, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.